center, standing 6'11", number 33.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Pacers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Indianapolis. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Allen. Then it's Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there. And, you know, talking about pace, the Pacers have sped theirs up the last 3 seasons now. They were the 6th slowest team back in 2013. Last season, they were in the top 10 fastest.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Miles Turner. LeVert the pass to Sabonis. He's good with the little jumper in close.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And the Bucks with possession here. And Holiday kicks to Allen. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Allen's got 5 now. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Brogdon the pass to Turner. They set the pick. Lopez over to help. Passes to Brogdon. To the left wing. Tries from 10. And he gets that one to go off the front ice.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Rick Carlisle.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So it's the Pacers now, following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Turner with a screen on Holiday. Pass to LeVert. Shoots from 14. Here's Turner. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Turner.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
To the paint, here's LeVert, and he makes good on the layup. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Giannis has been deployed at so many different positions in his short career. But one reason why he's been able to pull it off is because of his incredible wingspan, measured at 7'3".
Yeah, it's amazing when you watch this guy play. Giannis is so long, and he's just a whirling dervish of arms and legs and skill. That's why they call him the Greek Freak. I mean, we've not seen anybody with this skill set at this size. The space he covers on offense and defense is really mind-boggling.
Indiana leading. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. There's Brogdon, guarded by Holiday. Dishes to Turner. Yes, that goes in. Turner's got 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Free throw line jump shot. Jump shot is good.
Simply can't shake Antetokounmpo. I mean, when he has the ball in a good spot, he's just too hard, too tough for whatever the defense throws at him. Impossible to guard this guy.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Sabonis. A shot off that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. It's McConnell atop the key. Turner dishes to Lamb. And there it is for him.
Yeah, they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Middleton, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Milwaukee on D, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Shots good by Turner. He's got 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here is Hill. Puts up a 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Indiana leading by 8. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And Lamb kicks to Turner, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Turner's got 11.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Here's the screen. It's stolen by T. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pacers lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Here's McConnell. Teague covering. Good on the triple.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here is Holiday. From the baseline. Here's Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc, Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6. Pacers leading by 7.
And clearly the Bucks, one of the more youthful teams in the league. The players they plan to build around have a few years before they're even in their mid-20s, so a bright future. I mean, their youth can be good and bad. It kind of cuts both ways during the season.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. Milwaukee with the rebound. And with the double-edged sword of youth, the Bucks have just been trying to focus on getting better and growing their talent the last year or two.
And I like that approach. I think it's the right approach to take with a team like this. Getting them to learn what it takes to be a consistent player in the NBA is huge. I mean, letting them come together organically and having leaders emerge has been part of the process. It takes a little longer that way, but I think it is more of a solid foundation when you start competing in playoff basketball.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, when you think about international players, English is usually their second language. Now, Andrew Bogut is from Australia, but that hasn't prevented him from having communication issues in the past. He said, I get a lot of crap for my accent. That sense of humor and laid-back demeanor belies his intensity. He said of his country's reputation, they know on the court we'll fight till the end.
No doubt about that. Thanks, Dave. And the Pacers going with the smaller lineup, too, but they've remained an elite team defensively. Guys, how have they done it?
Well, not so much about their shot blocking or rim protecting as it was in the past. More about their perimeter defense. One of the best in the league at forcing turnovers and defending the three-point shot. And ironically, despite all the pressure they apply, they do a good job of keeping the ball in front most times.
Pacers leading by 10. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Warren. Pass to Sabonis. From down in the low post, it goes. And now it's a 12-point Pacer lead. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Allen kicks to Middleton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
A 3 off the inbound.
He got off to a hot shooting start, but can't seem to find the range now.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. Game. Indiana leading by 12. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. And the pass to Brogdon. Excellent D there from Holiday.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
Well, I tell you what, Chris Middleton is a player who is as solid as anybody in the league. Brings it to the floor every night. Doesn't have a big name, but he's gaining more and more notoriety by his performance each year. Had flown under the radar the last few seasons outside of Milwaukee.
Here's Brogdon. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. It's good. Turner's got 13 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And with Middleton, part of why he is still relatively an unknown is due to his market. Even when he plays, he just quietly adds up points.
He's a quiet laser. You think Middleton doesn't have many points, and then you look up and he's got 20. Doesn't do much flashy. Doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself. All he does is put the ball in the basket.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off.
Shot's
That's
good.
2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Shot's good.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. George Hill's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Brogdon. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Passes it to Sabonis. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Pacers lead by 13. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. Up off the screen, and that one is stuffed right through.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Bucks trail by 13. Allen kicks to Middleton. On the wing, Hill launches a three. Drills it from outside. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And the call will be against George Hill. And that's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Brogdon. Lets it go with a three. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Pacers out in front. They're up by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
At the half, they lead by 10. Shaq?
They did an awesome-horrific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-horrific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-horrific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next two quarters.
Thoughts on the Bucks?
Too much of their offense was perimeter-based. To be successful in this league, you have to score in the paint. Now, that doesn't mean you have to run your...
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
And the Bucks are a team that really doesn't rely on the three-pointers. They're looking to get to the rim and attack it whenever they get a chance.
And that flies in the face of conventional wisdom in this day and age. The Bucks actually were dead last in attempted threes last season by a wide margin. Several teams in the league took twice as many threes as the Bucks did. And part of it is because the Bucks aren't that great at making threes. Not terrible, but their personnel doesn't lend itself to a lot of three-point shots.
Brogdon out there with LeVert, and there's Miles Turner. Then there's Warren, and it's Sabonis in at the 4. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Buries the long-range jumper.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Brogdon. There's the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brogdon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Outside Holiday. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Turner with the screen. Here's Sabonis. Lopez covering. Just 5 to shoot. Here's LeVert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. LeVert's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The rebound by Turner. Here's Brogdon, guarded by Holiday. Lopez with the block.
could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well. Nice pass right there, and the 7-footer Lopez getting off the floor to punch it down.
Pacers leading by 7.
Timeout. Among the most polished post scorers in the league, Lopez is a throwback player in a lot of different ways. I mean, he's that classic inside scoring threat.
And with the size and footwork Lopez possesses, it's tough for one man to stop him.
Yeah, it really is. The size, the soft hands, the know-how with his back to the basket. He pretty much can get his shot anytime.
Both teams will make substitutions. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Lamb kicks to McConnell. On the clock. Lets it go from 14. Good on the shot. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
From deep. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Sabonis. And the shot is good. Sabonis has got 6.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Teague left side. Lopez outside. 1:52 left to play in the third. Off the screen, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line. And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled 2 elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
Here's McConnell. But they get it back. The dish to Lamb. Another shot. Drained for 2 points.
Timeout.
He's got 9.
All right, bring it in. Let's talk, gentlemen. It is time to dig deep and shut them down, gentlemen. We're allowing this team to shoot more than 60% from the field. Right now, they have 8 more points in the paint than we do. And keep your feet on the ground. Stop reaching. And let's get some stops. Force these guys to play one-on-one. And be smart out there.
Exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. And George Hills subbed in for Chris Middleton. The feed to Teague. From beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's McConnell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Count it.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And here's Hill for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Craig, and he converts the layup. And the Pacers lead by 8.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And Teague, here we go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And they pick up 2.
Assist from Jeremy Lamb.
Bucks trail by 10.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
There's a good screen. Outside Hill. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pacers lead by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Best thing we got is just keep the ball moving, keep the floor space, keep attacking them.
And acting like their overall activity on offense, he likes that, obviously. Rick hoping they can just sustain it now.
Yeah, the other side's going to come out with defensive adjuncts. Coach isn't worried about that yet. Just wants his guys to keep running the offense the right way.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Allen. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hill in at the point guard. Indiana leading by 10. Warren the pass to Brogdon. Back to Warren. He dishes it to Turner. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Warren. The 11-footer. And it falls over the rim and in. Warren's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Pacers. The 3 from Hill. The long-distance 3 is buried. Hill's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Here's Turner, and he banks in the layup. Turner's got 19 points.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter, taken away by Holiday. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. They get it again. Portis kicks to Hill from deep 3-point range. Knocked loose.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Hill. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
Here's LeVert, using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Pacers lead by 12.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yeah, that's a great call by you, Greg. You're right on top of it. He's a player that knows exactly how to seek out that juggle.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Substitution number 13.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Turner gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Turner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers. Holiday with it. Knocks it loose. Here's Brogdon. Middleton outside. Takes the three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Lets it fly. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
Yeah, they've got time, and if he can keep stretching the defense like he has been with the three-point shot, that lead could evaporate in a hurry.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside Holiday. And another three for Milwaukee.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
And that one drops. And that's 23 points for Miles Turner.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball. Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
To the inside. Second chance effort, and Turner finishes inside. Turner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Bring it in, guys. All right, let's get a good look. This is it. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal now, gentlemen. This game is ours. Let's draw it up. Come on. We have worked too hard to walk out of here without a W. We need a bucket, and here's how we're going to get it.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
The Bucks making a switch here. Hood's checked in, and he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Hill, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
For three, Hill. That one doesn't drop, so Indiana will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The three from Hill. Milwaukee the rebound. Middleton dishes to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout.
Hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments.
Now here is Hill. The three. Knocks down the three.
Oftentimes, if a game is close, Hill just rises to the occasion. An outstanding player who doesn't shy away from those big game moments.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Eight seconds left in the game. Fires from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, we know that you are a defensive presence in the paint, but how do you find balance to also contribute offensively?
Just attack the rim. I think there's a couple of opportunities where I had a chance to attack the rim and get closer to the basket on my post move, so I'm working on it. There's always room to improve.
Well, congratulations on the win, Andrew. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
He didn't waste any time. The first quarter numbers he put up were frightening and certainly set the table for his team to prosper here tonight.
He just put on a clinic. That's the kind that makes you want to just take notes. Like grab your pad, make notes, because you're never going to see something like this again possible. Combining an elite skill set with an attack-first mindset. Wow, incredible.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.